check it, check it, check it out, check it out, check it out,
Well, what's up? So I'm gonna do a little bit of a video, kind of on just a short one. It's gonna be a real quick one for you. Just kind of an update on 32.5. You know, it's been what I think 3 years now. Just kind of give you an idea what it looks like now. A little quick talk through about all we're gonna do on it. But I'm gonna have in there where I'm gonna be cleaning up some of the corals because they're a little overgrown and stuff. That'll be coming in the following video. I just wanted to, well, let's get into it. Well, here's the tank. It's about 3 years in, give or take a month. I guess I'm not sure exactly the time, but as you can see, everything in there has really grown. I mean, if you look back to the videos previous on this, you'd see where I have all these here, much smaller versions. Basically, they've all grown out real well. I haven't had any major losses. In fact, it's starting to get overgrown at this point. I'm still using all the same equipment, that it came with. I do have the 2 lights instead of the 1, but all the filtration in the back and stuff is still the factory filtration. Everything that you see in there, the rocks, the everything in there basically is what I had when I started the tank. So, I mean, everything has worked out real well. I haven't had to really go out and spend a ton of money on anything. I haven't had to, do anything other than what it came with. Basically, I wanted to see if I could make it work out of the box, and I believe it has been working out of the box just fine. So a good reference would be to go back to the, one of the first videos I did on the tank when I was first placing corals, and then take a look, because most of these corals were in there then. They were just like single frags, like that hammer there. I don't know how many heads are on that hammer right now. I mean, towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you to you at night so you can see what it looks like closed up. But you can just tell it's just about growing out of the water out of there. But now, if you look back to the earlier videos, you could see where it was just one little single head, and it was a small head. And those mushrooms there was just one, and now that rock is starting to cover with mushrooms. So you can see where, things have really been growing over this last couple of years. The green star polyp has started to grow on the back. I didn't even start that on purpose. That just kind of branched over there from that top one. And then you have the grape coral here. Now, the grape coral was much larger than it is right now. I actually got crazy and tried to move it, and then it didn't like its new location, and part of it started dying off, so I moved it back here, and now it's coming back doing real well. So it just was not happy in its location when I moved it, but it'll come back. It's all doing real well. And you can see the little Kenya trees popping up all over the place. They keep breaking off everywhere, and then they start growing, and I have to take them out. The Midas blenny, he's kind of wanting to be on the screen, I think. But here's the star polyp, the big chunk. You can see when you get up close how long and lush that thing looks. It's just way overgrowing everything. It's starting to grow into stuff. It's going to have to be cut back because it's starting to take over corals, and so I have to do something about that. It's just not, I guess, I like that it's growing, but if I let it grow, it's just going to take over everything. And then all these other, like the zoas and whatnot, they're kind of losing ground fast, so I'm going to have to go in and get it cut back. You can see the Kenya trees in the back there. A big cluster of them, a big bunch. They keep multiplying and breaking off, and there's chunks of the green star polyp that fell off and are starting to grow, so I got to clear all that stuff out. And then I got the gold nugget, a pair of gold nugget clowns in there, and the Midas blenny. They're really the only 3 fish in there right now. As you can see, I got the skull with the incrustation started on it, kind of tried to make it look like that frag plug is going to be its hat when it's all said and done. That's been growing real well, as that come in here at a later time, but it's growing real well, as real well. Just trying to get a close up here, so you get a look at what's all going on. If you look down here right at the edge, right by the sand, right above that red stuff, You see them little dots all over? Those little limpet snails, they just multiplied in this tank like crazy. They're just everywhere. If you look at the rock and all over the tank while the video's playing, you can see them stuck to the glass. They look like little chocolate chips almost, because they got a little point down the top of them. But they are cleaning. I mean, I haven't really even had to scrape the glass much. I mean, obviously I should clean the rocks here, so that I should have done that before I did the video, so it didn't have that red spot there. But either way, it's they're doing a heck of a job on the cleanup. I mean, I'd recommend, if you get any of them in your tank, let them grow. Don't take them out, because they're wonderful little cleaners. There's a green hard coral kind of encrusting that rock up there, and it's got a big spot on the back that's getting overgrown by the star polyps as well. So I'm going to be cutting that all back here soon, and then I'll probably make a video showing what it looks like after all that stuff's cut back. Same way with around these zoas. I'm going to go in and I'm going to take and scrape and cut all that back, maybe frag that stuff out so that the zoas have a chance again, because I've already lost some. Because you can see how it's encrusted the top of that rock, and now it's just branching off. They're just branches hanging down. That's one of the branches that somehow got to the back there and started growing, which is fine. I don't mind it growing on the back. You know, it's actually, a lot of people try to do that. I guess I never really tried to do it. It just kind of did it on its own, and I'm just going to let it go and see how far it goes. Otherwise, I mean, the tank here is just, as you can tell, it's all flourishing. There's nothing, everything in here is doing well. Even look at the bottom back there, them mushrooms, they kind of popped off the top up there and were floating around, and I didn't get a chance to try and collect them, and they already started growing to the back of the intake back there. So it's all doing its thing. And I guess I just doing this video here. A lot of people had asked what I've been up to, what's going on, and do I still have the tanks, and I do still have the tanks, and I just had some things go on that kind of avoided me from putting time into videos. But I'm hoping to get back into it here, because I want to be able to do videos on different things. The next video I'm hoping to do is going to be fragging this thing we're looking at right here, and maybe cleaning up some of the other overgrowth in there, get rid of them, so that we can make room either for other stuff or make room for the stuff that's in there to grow. So, and here we go, we're in the night time here. I just put this on because I wanted to show you all the different heads that came out of that hammer. I mean, it looks like a big ball when it's open, but you can see all the multiple little heads in there that make up the hammer. It's really kind of neat at night, almost as neat at night as it is during the day. You can see in the back where everything, like the green star polyps, are in, and here's that big glob of green star polyp that's growing basically when it's closed. That's the way it looks. It just covered everything, completely. And then the zoas, I don't know if the zoas ever really close up on my tank. In my night, day, they're all out. There's the clowns and the Midas blenny. But it's all, I guess it's all closing down for the night. The lights will be out here shortly, but I thought it'd be neat to show you this here, because that way you could truly see. So just a little overview, what you seen there. I'm going to cut back some of that green star polyp coral, maybe get out some of them Kenya trees. I don't know, we'll see what happens here, kind of frag them out, see if I can't trade them to the pet shop or sell them, whichever works. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed the video. As always, like, subscribe, comment. Comments are great. I'll see you next time.